Youth Ministry at St. Joseph's Imperial. So, let's start off with this just clever thought. St. Joseph was Jesus' youth minister. So, I want to start off on a light note. Let's start off with a joke. It's a dumb joke, but yesterday I swallowed some food coloring. I'm okay, but I feel like I died inside. Okay, that was enough of that. So, why are we doing this? What's the point of youth ministry? What is the idea behind it? This is from a quote from the General Directory of Catechesis. This is a Vatican document. In general, it is observed that the first victims of the spiritual and cultural crisis gripping the world are the young. It is also true that any commitment to the betterment of society finds its hopes in them, and this should stimulate the Church all the more to proclaim the gospel to the world of youth with courage and creativity. The youth, they're the first ones hurt by what's going on in the world. And if we want to change the world, we got to reach out to our young people. And so the Church should engage them with courage, the courage of our convictions, and creativity, knowing that we can't just stand by settled methods. So why should our parish invest in youth ministry? First, we want to finish what we started. School and PSR are major efforts of the parish. And then what? We've planted these seeds. How do we bring them to fruition? The truth is, young people are hungry for God. That religion is marginalized more and more today, and they're looking for the truth about life and the world. And we have that, and they have that desire, and we got to give it to them. There's a television show, Heroes, and the tagline was, "Save the cheerleader, save the world." When we reach out to young people, we can save the world. That youth ministry is not just about catechesis, but about raising up adults in the Christian community. It's not just about catechesis, but it is about setting up young people so that they can be active subjects and protagonists of evangelization. That means they go out and reach others. That there are places that we, as adults, we as professionals in the Church, people can't go, that they can go, and they want to go. And they are also artisans of social renewal. They can change the world. If we set their hearts on fire for Christ, they're going to go out and change the world. So what is the goal? Well, the goal is to apply our parish mission statement to the young people of our parish, and the mission statement of the Church. And the mission statement of the Church is what Christ told the apostles before he left: go and make disciples of all nations. And that's the Great Commission. And so we want to bring that to the teens of the parish. We do that by evangelizing them, supporting them in the faith, and then equipping them for evangelization, reaching them, strengthening them, and sending them. So we have two audiences for all that we do. First, there are the teens who are convinced of the gospel. These are the ones who are like, yes, youth ministry, totally need that, totally want that. Then we have those who are not. They might be in the pews but not on fire. They might be going some of the time, most of the time, all the time. We also have those who are on the rolls, those who are on our list, registered in the parish, but they're not in the pews. They're not here at church very often. We need to reach out to them. We need to follow the model of that good shepherd Jesus who goes and finds the lost. And then we even have those in our community who are not Catholic. We need to reach out to them. They're hungry for the gospel. Their hearts are restless till they rest in God, and we have God to bring them. So these two audiences are really one audience. St. John Paul II says real and growing interdependence exists between these various saving activities of the Church, that is, supporting the faithful and evangelizing, where each of them influences, stimulates, and assists the others. That in today's world, we cannot separate evangelization and support of the faithful. Every element of youth ministry should serve to evangelize, serve to reach out, and to support those who are already there. We're not building a club for Jesus freaks, but we need to make them welcome. They need to be there because we're not just making a party for the cool kids so people can feel good about church. We need to support those who are convicted and convince those who are not convicted. So what are our specific goals? Well, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops have a document called Renewing the Vision, a framework for Catholic youth ministry, and this is what they say youth ministry should do. 1. Empower young people to live as disciples of Jesus Christ in our world today. 2. To draw young people to responsible participation in the life, mission, and work of the Catholic faith community, to get them involved in their parish, to get them involved in the life of the Church, to get them involved in their community, and then to foster the total personal and spiritual growth of each young person. Youth ministry is not just about catechesis. It is about helping helping them to become the best person they can be, both in grace and in nature. So let's put together these pieces. What are we going to do? Well, first, I think a core piece of this will be small discipleship groups. And the program for this is Why Disciple? Small groups are an important tool for forming students into disciples. We want them to not just know, we want them to love and to follow. And it's an apprenticeship. It's training in the Catholic life. We're going to help them to develop a plan to live out the discipline of a disciple and give them accountability in their Christian life while teaching them the tenets of the faith. And we also want to give them that safe space where they can talk with responsible adults and supportive peers as they explore and develop as a Christian person. We also need to reach out to the middle schoolers, and so we're going to be having middle school nights, probably 2 nights a month, where we invite the middle schoolers and we do catechesis, we do something fun, we talk about prayer. Why middle school? Well, youth ministry is most effective when students are engaged in the program for 6 years, starting in middle school. We can make the biggest difference if we start reaching out to them at the beginning of adolescence. And it provides a different venue or learning paradigm for school and PSR. Like, it's a place, though, those who are in school, their faith can easily become associated with school, and all the negativity that might happen at school gets associated with the faith. And so this is a different place to go. It's also an important supplement for those in school, but especially for those in PSR who are only getting an hour and 15 minutes of catechesis a week. This adds another 2 hours a month. And it's an opportunity to invite friends. Their Protestant friends are inviting them to church, and they can invite their friends. And it also is Christian socialization and recreation, to have fun. We also need to have a monthly high school catechesis program, and the catechesis program will fill in the gaps for the small group, because a catechesis program is low commitment. You just show up, versus the small groups, which are high commitment. You got to commit to being there every week. The catechesis program is free. The small groups, we're going to have a registration fee to encourage that commitment. The catechesis program is mixed gender versus the small groups, which are single gender. The small groups are small, but the large group is large. And they could bring you their friends. While in small groups you can't bring your friends, you can only encourage your friends to take that bigger step and become part of their own group. Fun is important, and so we are also going to try and have a monthly high school social activity, something fun. Like the picture here is from a messy Olympics. It's a skill. Today our teens are entertained by screens. They also spend a lot of time in structured activities. They don't get a lot of time to make their own fun. Oftentimes when teenagers are making their own fun at parties, at school dances, they're not always making good choices. A game of kickball can be a lot more fun than some of the carnal pleasures on offer at parties. And if they can remember that, it gives them a lot more willpower to do what is right, and it gives them a sense to have authentic and innocent joy in their lives. And of course, this will also build our team and our community. We also want to offer a high school PSR. It's a serious study on offer for our serious teens, those who say, I want to know about Christianity. Give them the opportunity maybe for a Bible study, maybe for classes on a specific topic, or maybe just to sit down and go through kind of the catechism. Even if they're going to Catholic high schools, we can provide an advanced class. We also are thinking Holy Family Nights, to have some sort of intergenerational ministry where we get families together, the community together. Thinking maybe have a Sunday night mass. I don't know. It's a possibility. Or just get together, have dinner. Ask a small donation for dinner, but have a presentation this month at St. Joseph. Here's our monthly announcements. Also have a teen-friendly family activity, board games or kickball or family trivia. And then we can go back to church. We can go back to church, have exposition and benediction and a holy half hour. We'll also throughout the year have special events. Right now we're working on Ignite, our confirmation retreat for our 8th graders. We're planning Limitless, which is the Steubenville conference for this coming year. And hopefully next year we'll be able to do something with a pro-life trip. And that's kind of the plan. The confirmation retreat is happening this spring. Steubenville is happening this summer. Hopefully by the time spring starts, we will have begun our middle school ministry, and we're looking at the summer or the fall to really move into high school ministry in earnest. Holy Family Nights or high school PSR will be things we'll talk about and possibly implement in the fall. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll support us as we begin this important ministry.